How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's about 7 o'clock right now on Monday. We are just getting back from our flight from Hawaii. Had a nice little bit a week vacation with the college crew. Super hyped for this weekend show at the West Coast Card Show. We are in full preparation mode. We are getting ready. We are literally have 2 days of prep, and then we head back down to see all of you in SoCal. If you're going to be at the West Coast Card Show in Ontario this weekend, come by the booth, say hi. I have a bunch of deals lined up with all of you, so I'm super excited to be back in the SoCal area. But I just got this PSA return back. Just picked it up from the mailbox right now. So let's go ahead and get into this new return. Looks like we have a bulk submission return. We have 31 cards. The grading fees was $13.99 per card for a total value of $500 in grading fees. Honestly, don't remember what was in this. Apparently, we have some Japanese cards, but hopefully we have some cool cards for our PSA return, especially with the Ontario Card Show this coming weekend. So let's see what we have. We're going to be using this Psyduck who is confused to find out what the reveals are of the grades. First card is a Japanese Pikachu. Looks like the Adidas promo from 2014. Right off the bat, this card has a fat crack crease right down the middle. This card's not going to grade very well, I can tell you off the bat. PSA 4. How about a Dragonite first edition from Fossil Hollow? Has a little bit of scratching right here on the card, but first edition nonetheless. Back is pretty worn, as you guys can see. This got a PSA 5. Jinx Legendary Collection Reverse Hollow with the fireworks. Looking at the card is relatively clean. Has a bunch of wear on the edge though. This got a PSA 7. Ooh, Celebration Fanfare Japanese. I believe we got this in Japan last year. Sent this off to grading. This looked like a relatively clean copy. This one got a PSA 10. Very nice. Looks like we have a Venusaur Reverse Hollow from Crystal Guardians. I like how the hollowing kind of pops out. Looking at the card itself, looks relatively clean. Hopefully we get a high grade. I know the Charizard from Crystal Guardians in Reverse Hollow goes for a very expensive price. We sent another starter Pokemon to get graded because it looked like a relatively clean copy. This got a PSA 8. Looks like we have another Japanese card. We have Pikachu from the Tohoku Pokemon Center. I don't believe we got this from Japan, but we did pick this up in a lot. Has a bunch of rare, but because it is from the Pokemon Center, we want to get it graded. This got a PSA 6. Carmine Special Illustration Rare from Twilight Masquerade. Very cool artwork. She got some food in her hand. This looked like a relatively clean copy to us. We were hoping for a 10. This got a PSA 10. Very nice. Gengar First Edition from Fossil Non-Hollow. This got a PSA 5. Mega Rayquaza EX Ancient Origins Full Art. We love grading this card. Not very many of them available in graded form, but it's really hard to pick them up in nice condition. Looking at the back of this, this has some wear around the edges, but this got a PSA 7. I will take that. Charizard VMAX from Shining Fates. I don't even remember sending this out to PSA. Clearly we're hoping for a PSA 10. This one got a PSA 10. Very nice. Looking at the back of this card, this has a ton of wear, as you guys can see. Ton of white marks on the edges. Looks like it was being hole punched. This is the, a Charizard Plasma Storm. I'm surprised they even graded it. This is probably a very low grade, especially with all the hole punches. Maybe a 1. This one got a PSA 1. I will take that. How about a Japanese 20th anniversary Charizard? This looks like a very clean copy off the bat. The edges, I see a little bit of whitening on the back, so not going to be a very high grade, but we got a PSA 9. I will take that. Very nice. Got another Japanese card here, modern Japanese card. Ooh, it is a Lily and Lily Cosmog. Such a very cool, cute artwork with Fairy Doll on the side. This looked like a relatively clean copy. This got a PSA 8. Another Celebration Fanfare in Japanese. This is another copy we picked up in Japan. We thought looked relatively clean. We were hoping for a 10. This one also got a 10. Very nice. Mewtwo Delta Species Hollow. Very cool card. Look at the shine on Mewtwo. This is going to be the fire type Mewtwo. Looking at the back, see a little bit of wear on the edges, so it won't gem mint 10, but this got a PSA 8. I will take that. Looks like we have a vintage Japanese card here. It's going to be a Lugia from Neo. There is a huge swirl right underneath his ring. Very cool card. I love the hollowing on this. Looks like a moon right there. This one got a PSA 8. I will take that. Dark Dragonite First Edition Team Rocket Hollow. Don't see any swirls on this, but I see like very edge here. Slight swirl. This one got a PSA 7. Lugia Unseen Forces Reverse Hollow. People love buying Lugia, and we love sending Lugias to get graded because of the popularity of him. This one got a PSA 7. Van Gogh Pikachu. I don't remember us picking this up or submitting it, but I'm pretty sure we submitted it because it looked like a potential candidate for a PSA 10. So hopefully we can get a 10 on this. It got a... Ooh, very nice. It got a PSA 10. Dark Alakazam First Edition. There is a swirl next to his head. Such an iconic card, especially with Team Rocket set coming out in a couple of months. This one got a PSA 8. I will take that. Squirtle Crystal Guardians Reverse Hollow. This one has a fat print line right here where the Halloween comes together. This will probably likely go to my PC because I don't have this in Reverse Hollow. This got a PSA 9. Very nice. I will take that. Taipei's Pikachu Pokemon Center. This looked like a relatively clean copy. This sells very, very quickly for us. Very liquid card in a PSA 10. This got a PSA 10. Very nice. How about a Leafeon VMAX Secret Rare from Evolving Skies? The alt arts are going insanely high, especially with Prismatic Evolutions. This one looked like a potential candidate for a 10, so we're hoping for a really high grade. This got a PSA 10. Very nice. How about an Umbreon Prime from Undaunted? This is also a very liquid card. People love Umbreons out of all the evolutions, so we like to submit as many Umbreons as we can to get them graded. This one got a PSA 6. Snorlax Hollow Vintage card from Fossil. This got a PSA 6 as well. Pikachu Delta Species, the metal type. This is from Legend Maker. Such a very cool artwork. Pikachu in Delta Species form. This got a PSA 6. Snorlax and EVGX, the secret rare from Team Up. This card has a bunch of wear on it. You can see on the front it has markings on it, as well as the back. Just a beat up card. I would imagine this is a guaranteed PSA 1, but PSA has surprised us before. This one is a PSA 1. How about another Umbreon Prime? Hopefully we can get a better grade than a PSA 6. This one got a PSA 7. I will take that. Shiny Magikarp, the Dumb Fish from Neo Revelation. This is not first edition. I do have a couple of first editions at PSA right now that are bound to return any day now. This one got a PSA 5. Alakazam Legendary Collection for the Reverse Hollow with the fireworks. Looking at the back of this, it looks relatively clean. I see a white speck on the edge. On the front, I do see a couple of creases here in the corner. One right here and one right there. So this won't grade super high, but this one got a PSA 3. And the last card in this PSA return that we sent via bulk submission, Sabrina's Gengar, swirl right here, crack right down the top of the hollow. Not going to get a very high grade, but this one got a PSA 2.